the caring big brother. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a boy named Arif. Arif was 12 years old and had a little brother named Sami, who was just 5. Arif loved Sami a lot, but like many older brothers, he sometimes found it a little tiresome to always look after his younger sibling. One bright summer morning, their mother asked Arif to watch over Sami while she went to the market. "Take good care of him, Arif," she said. "Sami looks up to you, and it's important that you're responsible." Arif nodded and said, "Don't worry, Mom. I'll watch over him." But deep inside, he wished he could play with his friends instead. He knew that if Sami was with him, his friends might think he was too busy babysitting to have fun. After their mother left, Sami ran up to Arif with his favorite toy truck. "Can we play, Arif?" "Please?" Arif sighed, glancing out the window where he saw his friends kicking a ball in the nearby field. He really wanted to join them. "Okay, Sami," he said, trying to sound patient. "Let's go outside, but you have to stay close to me, all right?" Sami nodded excitedly and grabbed his truck, following Arif as they made their way to the field. Arif's friends greeted him with enthusiasm, and soon they were deep into their game of soccer. Sami, meanwhile, played happily with his truck in the soft grass. At first, Arif kept glancing back at Sami, making sure he was safe. But as the game became more intense, he got so focused on the ball that he didn't notice when Sami stood up and began wandering toward the woods. Sami was curious about the big trees and the sound of birds chirping, so he ventured deeper into the forest, thinking it was just another part of his play. After a while, Arif's friend Yusuf asked, "Hey, where's your little brother?" Arif's heart skipped a beat. He looked around and saw that Sami was nowhere to be found. Panic began to rise in his chest. "Sami?" he called out. "Sami!" There was no answer. Arif ran toward the spot where Sami had been playing, but the grass was empty. His friends quickly noticed his worry and gathered around him. "Don't worry, Arif," Yusuf said. "We'll help you find him." Together, the boys began to search the area, calling out Sami's name. Arif felt guilty. He knew he should have been watching Sami more closely. As the minutes ticked by, Arif's worry grew deeper, and he realized how important it was to take care of his little brother. Finally, after what felt like hours, they heard a soft cry coming from the direction of the woods. Arif ran toward the sound, his heart pounding. There, sitting near a large tree, was Sami. His eyes were full of tears, and he was clutching his truck tightly. "Sami!" Arif cried, rushing to his brother's side. He hugged him tightly, relieved that he was safe. "I'm so sorry, Sami. I should have been watching you." Sami wiped his eyes and smiled. "It's okay, Arif. I just got lost." Arif stood up, holding Sami's hand firmly. "Come on, let's go home," he said, feeling the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. As they walked back, Arif realized how important it was to protect and care for his younger brother. Sami looked up to him, trusted him, and counted on him. When they got home, their mother was back from the market. She smiled when she saw them, but could sense something had happened. "Everything all right, boys?" she asked. Arif nodded, though there was a seriousness in his voice. "Yes, Mom. I learned something today. It's really important to take care of Sami, and I promise to always look after him." Their mother smiled warmly, knowing that Arif had learned a valuable lesson. From that day on, Arif never saw taking care of Sami as a burden. He understood that being an older brother meant being a role model and protector, someone Sami could rely on. And whenever they played together, Arif always made sure Sami was by his side, safe and happy. Moral of the story: taking care of those younger than us is an important responsibility. It shows love, protection, and the value of family.